Stephanie Milky here, aka KetoMom, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMom podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the KetoMom Secrets podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the KetoMom page. My name is Stephanie, and I'm welcoming myself back. We made the big move. I'm super stuffed up. I apologize. Hold on. Good morning. Happy Friday. I'm pretty sure it's been at least a week since I've gone live. We've moved from Minnesota to Florida. It was a super long move. It's been super great. We've been getting unpacked. I'm hiding in my room only because our oldest daughter is doing a live downstairs. I've got kids that are asleep. There's a lot of stuff going on. So tell me, where are you tuning in from? Welcome to the KetoMom page. I'm going to share something with you. I just wanted to hop on and say hi. I will be more consistent in sharing because I'm here. We're super excited. For those of you who've been following our journey, it took us a long time to get to Florida because we had a huge Penske truck. I was following with the van behind. It took us about 40 hours of driving. And it was great. You guys, the trip went great. The move has gone great. We've had only tons of help. And so it's been really, really good. So we're excited. Our kids are excited. I love that you guys are saying good morning. Good morning. All right. I'm going to shake up some ketones, and I have one thought for you today. But here's what I really wanted to do. Kind of wanted to reintroduce myself, only because there's a whole lot of new people here. I would love to know this. How long do you think approximately you have been on the KetoMom page? Has it been years? Are you brand new? I would love to get to know you. Thank you, Carrie. You're sweet. So I'm shaking up a new flavor that's not even available. So here's what I want you to know about me. And I would love to know a little bit about you. How long you've been here. Actually, I would love it if you do this. How long have you been here? Doesn't have to be to the day. And why are you here? What are you looking for? How can I help and support you? And so if it's, hey, I need help with food. Hey, I need help with working out. I need to get started. Hey, I'm just here to maintain. I would love to work on my mindset, because here's what this page is about. I'm a homeschool mom. We have 4 girls. I have an incredible husband. And this page, we share recipes. I'll help you understand keto and low carb. I'll give you any type of keto tips, any type of low carb tips that you need. I'll help you with the basic, I say keto 101, lifestyle 101. But I think it's Kara that said mindset. A few years ago, I realized that there was a lot of people on the KetoMom page, but just a lot of people in general that I was coming across that don't normally read. They don't understand self-development. They don't work on their mindset. So we started incorporating that here. And what does that look like? Going through books, giving you some thoughts for the day. Because if you really, truly don't believe that you can, you're right, you won't. If you believe that you can, we'll get there, right? And so I want to know what you want. I want to know what you need, what you feel like you need. The reason I really dove into really, truly sharing mindset on here, talking about life and family and different things, is because your diet, your fat loss, your goals around your health, really, there's more to it than just the food that you eat. Super important to understand that. It really has to do with your mindset, even the words that you speak, the people that you're around, your environment, and understanding that the process isn't going to be easy. It's a simple process, right? It becomes a boring process of doing the same things day in and day out till you get to where you want to go. It's consistency, discipline, and again, consistency. So we're going to dive into more specifics here. We've got some fun things that we're so excited to get started. And so I want to say thank you. Thank you for plugging in. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for asking questions. And thanks for giving me some grace as I have been off for about a week. And so the book that I'm going through until we pick a new book, I've got a book called The Pursuit. I have a thought for you today. But I'm shaking up my ketones because I really want them. So if you've never tried them, this is a part of my story. This KetoMom page and our family doing keto, well, my husband, and then me helping our family eat healthy. My kids are not keto. I'm not even keto. I drink ketones and I do low carb. I'm not perfect, but what's great is there's a lot of things that as you incorporate them and as you do them long term, you feel incredible. So that's what we've done. All right, this flavor is not available. If you're a ketone drinker already, I'm pretty sure this will be available today. If you want, so just really quick, if you've never tried ketones, they're incredible. This is how I started. I drank ketones first before I ever switched the way that I ate. It's a supplement. It's a tool. Like, how many of you start with coffee in the morning? Or what do you do first in the morning? Are you a coffee drinker, water drinker? Some people drink energy drinks, whatever it is. I drink ketones. You drink pots of coffee, I drink ketones. So it's flavored with beet coloring. Don't worry, it's not a yucky dye. But I drink this. I have for 8 years. You put it in water. You don't have to be keto. And the product is incredible. So I'll just say that. I actually have to pop over because of traveling. Just packed up a ton of trials last night. If you already love ketones, and if you haven't seen the video that explains Fueled by Female, just post video in the comments and I'll share with you why this is. It's ketones. You see me shake them up every day, but it has extra vitamins in it. So this is a new flavor. It's by far the best flavor of Fueled by Females. It's delicious. I've already tried a couple of them. So if you want to know more, if you've never tried ketones, post trial in the comments. If you're already drinking them and you want to see the video from Dr. Ryan about the extra vitamins, post a video down below and I'll get that to you. Otherwise, cheers to an incredible Friday. I can believe. I hate when I say I can't believe. I can believe. It's Friday. And, oh my goodness, it's so good. Here's my thought for you today. Are you ready? I do love these, by the way. Hey, I have a video, if you're just getting started, I have a video that I did a little while ago and I will redo it, but I talked about 7 basic steps. And when somebody joins me here on the page, here's a couple things. I have a 7 habit tracker, like 7 habits that if you do them consistently over time, you will get to where you want to go. And so, hey, we are in like West Palm Beach area, south. So so there's 7 things. Like if you came to me, if you're watching me right now and you're like, how do I get started? The first thing I'm going to ask you is, what are you reading? Okay. What does your mindset look like? Do you feel like you're in a good space to work on yourself? If you're not, we're going to talk about what you're reading, what you're listening to, who's in your environment. And then I dive down. So I've got mindset. We talk about water. A lot of you are like, I drink water in the morning. Perfect. We talk about, the next thing I say is, listen, if you want a really great tool, grab some ketones. They're incredible. They seriously are. I've got trial packs. You can give it a shot without a huge commitment of a box. They're a small amount. I mail them out every single day. So when I coach people, I'm like, where's your mindset? Okay, let's talk about water. I always say, what are you drinking? Let's evaluate like how much sugar you're drinking. Then we dive into ketones. Then we work on food. Like, what does that look like? You can go keto. I can help you with low carb. I've got people that are paleo and Whole30. I want you, here's something, if you've never heard this before, I 100% believe this is true. The diet that works for you, the diet that will work for you is the one you stick with long term. We dive into movement. What does that look like? You don't have to go kill yourself in the gym for 3 hours, like even just going for a walk. And then we talk about intermittent fasting. I think hands down, if your goal is fat loss, we need to work on that because that I think helps so many people. And I think it's so, so powerful. And then we're going to talk about celebrating yourself. celebrating the little wins every single day. When you do those things consistently over time, you'll get to where you want to go. Remember, our bodies are not a microwave. Our bodies are not Instagram. It takes time, right? You didn't get here overnight. You're not going to get there overnight. So if you want to see that live that talks about kind of the 7 habits or the 7 things we work on, just post 7 habits below, 7 habits. And I'll send you a habit tracker as well. So I have a little tracker that you can print off and you can check them off every single day to keep you accountable. Or I'll just send you the video that really I dove into, like, here's what mindset looks like. How much water do you need? Here's what your food should look like. If you have specific questions, you can send me a message anytime. So send me a message privately. You can ask a question below and I will answer you. And I'd love to chat with you. So the thought for today around all of this, this is it. Persistent people begin their success where most others quit. The fact is that people don't fail. They just give up too easily. That's all I wanted to share. People don't fail. And here's what I look at something. Our move to Florida, I've had so many people go, what if you don't like it? We moved from Minnesota to Florida. I was sitting here this morning and I was thinking to myself, all right, we've moved to Oklahoma. We've lived in Florida before. We've lived in Kentucky and Minnesota. And every time we've moved, except for this move, it was for a job. It was for mostly jobs, opportunities like that were more for me and my husband. And then every time we moved back to Minnesota, it was, of course, to be with family. Nobody really ever questioned a lot of our moves because there was a legit reason. This move, I was sitting and reflecting this morning, is for our kids. It's for opportunities for our kids. And it's been a little bit harder on people, but I'll tell you, even just being here for a couple days, our daughter and daughters have had already some incredible opportunities, and I'm so excited for them. I say all of that because it goes back to this. The fact is that most people don't fail. They just give up too easily. I told many, many people, if we don't like it here, guess what? We can pick up and move again. I won't count it as a fail. Either I feel like I'm succeeding, I'm winning, I'm going in a direction that I feel like is a yes, it's going amazing, or I learned a lesson. You can say that you failed. Some people are triggered by that word, whether it's a fail or not. You can either feel like this is awesome, I'm moving in the right direction, or I learned a lesson. Failure to me is I'm going to learn something and I'm going to pick myself back up and I'm going to keep going. Does that make sense? So oftentimes, honestly, here's what I'll say. The only reason that people don't fail, the only reason that people fail, they quit. You don't quit. They quit on themselves too easy because they want the fat loss. They want to look a certain way. And if it doesn't happen in 2 weeks or even 2 months, they give up. You didn't get here overnight. You're not going to get there overnight. But with consistent, I'm going to say boring action. That's not boring in the beginning. But when you're working on these 7 habits that I'm going to send you the video of the 7 habit video, and then I'm also going to send you a tracker. When you do those things, mindset, drinking your water, I'm going to say if you're not having success, you need a tool to help you. Ketones are my tool. You guys, they work. They help you with your appetite. They help you with your fat loss. Ketones turn on your brain. I have energy all day long. I never need a nap. It's a clean fuel. You don't have a crash. You feel incredible. You're not eating everything in sight. You're able to go for a walk. Like, it's incredible. If you've never tried them, post trial in the comments. But you and I, with the 7 habits, with consistent action that turns into boring action, because it's not boring if you don't make it boring, but like sometimes people want something new all the time. If you really want to achieve whatever the goal it is that you have, if you really want to have success in your health right now, right? I love to talk about a lot of different things. I'm a homeschool mom. I love to talk about marriage. I love to talk about finances and all of the things. And yet I'll tell you this, it gets to a point where people get bored. Oh, I've been eating the same meals, or I've been doing the same workouts, and I say, listen, the goals that you want to achieve, have you guys ever heard that sexy is boring? Like, I get up and I read, you should be reading something that inspires you. hey, I drink my water, I go for my walk, I have my same meals. Like, life is exciting, but there's some habits that might fall into the boring category, and boring doesn't have to be bad, because when you do that over time, that boring, consistent action of the chicken or the burgers on the grill, which I think I would never get bored of, or the tacos, or like maybe saying no to a dessert, going for a walk, your workouts, being mindful, right? All of those things. I actually just have people that are just bored of their food. I say all of that because here's what I want you to understand. It takes time. But if you're willing to put in the work, let's say you're willing to put in the work for a year. If you're committed to a year of eating well, not perfect, right? Plugging into a community, going to the gym, like drinking your water, like you're committed to yourself, right? Like part of this is, how in the world can you pour into other people in your life if you don't feel good? We have had so many people in our lives in the last, you guys, in the last couple weeks, it's been so sad for the amount of people that have come out with terrible health, is it prognosis? That's not even the word. Like the things our doctors have said, it's a lot of, there's just words I can't say in here because they trigger things like sickness. All I'm going to say is there has been a lot of people personally in our family, people that we know. We had a friend die of it a couple days ago. Like she was on our team. The amount of people that don't realize how they feel and they don't take care of their health until it's too late. Your health is everything. Like I would just say, take some time and know why you want to be healthy and commit to it. Because if you don't feel good and then all of a sudden you get sick, or how can you take care of the people around you? If you've got kids, if you've got a spouse, if you've got maybe parents you're taking, it doesn't matter. Like you being the best version of you is you being the healthiest version of you. Doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to consume you. It doesn't have to be perfect. But you taking care of you is important. And that looks like reading a book for 5 minutes or listening to a podcast, like understanding that your mindset is important, drinking water and less pop, making the best choices possible with your food. Go for a walk, move your body, right? Plug into a community. Let me help you narrow in on some things. Intermittent fasting, I think, is powerful. Understanding snacking. Whatever it is, I'm here to help. So ask any questions below. I know some of you have been asking questions. I'll get back to you this morning. Send me a message. I will answer those. And I want to help you because your health is important. And if you don't have that, it just affects people's attitudes, their moods, their environment. Like nobody wants to be around a crabby, sick person because they're mean. Don't be mean. But you know what I mean. Like your health is important. Know your why. I want to help you. I want to say thank you for tuning into the KetoMom page. If you're brand new, post new below. You can always go to KetoMomSecrets.com. All one word, you guys. KetoMomSecrets.com. Click on recipes. Click on how to get started. Click on book club. I've gone through books for years. Plug into the page. Ask me questions. Post trial in the comments if you want to try ketones. If you're already drinking them, this is going to be available today. It's incredible. So if you want to know why Fueled by Female is so great, I'll send you a video. So just write video in the comments if you're already drinking ketones. Or if you want to see the video, if you want to understand how great ketones are, I'll send it to you. So I want to say thank you for tuning in. They taste great. Oh, they're so good. I love them. So, all right, I've kept you long enough. I hope you guys have a wonderful, it's going to be today. Yes, they're going to have ketones today. I don't know what time. I mean, they're going to launch the new flavor. If you want trials, let me know and I'll send that to you. Otherwise, it's going to be a great day. Some of you have asked for pictures of our home. I do stories. Do you guys follow stories? Like on Facebook and Instagram, I've been sharing. I'll walk you through it more in a little bit. We're putting all the boxes and things away. Continue to tune in. I will get more strategic on a book, and I'd love to go through one with you. I actually have a new book coming very soon in early October. I'd love to wait for that book. It's called Mind Shift. That's the book that we will be doing when I get it. Otherwise, we'll chat soon. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Your presence matters, and have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.